husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister.
I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
Making sure their first isn't their last. We're so much more than a soccer class. Come play with us today at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com.
Help players take their game to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of one.
From distance, and that is in! Creating some havoc. Just ball put in. Oh, look at this opportunity. That's missed. Oh, it's Stone!
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister.
I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Their first ball, their first uniform, their first number, their first teammate, their first goal, their first coach. We take great care in making sure their first isn't their last. We're so much more than a soccer class. Come play with us today at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com.
Our mission is to help players take their game to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players get comfortable performing these skills at game speed, with pressure, and with both their dominant and non-dominant foot. In addition, we help players with their speed of play, awareness of space, defenders and teammates, and also dominate with their off-the-ball movement. We offer a variety of services such as one-on-ones, small groups, large groups, as well as team sessions. We have an experienced coaching staff that is professional, friendly, patient, while still holding players to high standards and holding them accountable. No matter what level you're at as a player, I'm confident we can help you get better. Over the past 3 years, we've built one of the best soccer-specific training facilities in the country and developed one of the most detail-oriented programs to help out players.
I watch soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
لا تنسون تتابعونا على الميشيغان سoccer network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I like to watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
Me gusta mirar fútbol en Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I love watching soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Back to Vitriol. He'll take a shot and he'll bear. And then he'll fire it from Billows and it'll go in. Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in. Oh, and both goals so far. He'll fire one, and that's a wonderful save, Trinity. That's missed. Oh, it's Stone. And he'll fire one now from distance, and that is in. What a strike by Ben Maher. Hello, everybody, and welcome into St. Joe's Sports Dome here in Livonia, Michigan for tonight's MLS Next matchup between the Michigan Wolves and VARDAR Soccer live right here on the Michigan Soccer Network. Alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Rick Larson, my name's Jonathan Turner. We're excited to bring you this first ever matchup on the Michigan Soccer Network and MLS Next. These two teams come into this one, have played multiple games here throughout their flex season. They have not made a lot of games in the overall league matchup in MLS Next here, Rick. So they'll both be looking to make some points here along the pathway. I talked to Lars Richter here before the match, talking about how there's two pathways to the national championship: league play, and then there's the flex.
Yeah, this matchup is fantastic tonight, and Lars is an expert in how to get to the playoffs. He's got his teams there numerous times, and I'm sure that they're going to be really prepared tonight to play against this really experienced VARDAR side in this crosstown derby.
That they will. Is we're about to get underway here in just a moment, and excited again once again to bring this matchup to you here on the Michigan Soccer Network. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell. That way you're notified every time we go live or add new content. Again, it is the 11th of November, and what does that mean? It means Veterans Day. We want to wish all of the veterans out there thank you for serving our country, being a part of protecting our freedom, and we want to wish all of you a very, very happy Veterans Day across the United States.
Yes, thank you for your service, and thank you for allowing us to be able to do this.
As we have the Veterans Day banner there atop your screen, and as you're all just kind of starting to roll in here, we'll give out the starting 11s here in just a moment. Once a player enters the field and then they leave, they are done for the evening. We have two matchups here tonight. The U19s coming up here at 8 o'clock. The U17s here kicking off here in just a moment.
Tyler Gregory, the center official today, getting ready to start this match, counting all the players, and making sure the goals are in place and assistant referees are in place, and we're moments away from kicking off.
That we are, as I would like to get the thumbs up to the crew, but they're not looking at us at all, so. We have the smorgasbord of snacks here again once again here tonight as we're underway here live from the St. Joe's Sports Dome on the campus of Schoolcraft College. Alongside my broadcast partner Rick Larson, I'm Jonathan Turner.
Wolves decided to high press a kickoff there. VARDAR tried to play it down into the other half, but was unsuccessful. Zane Elliott blocked it, and VARDAR can't get out of their own half. A foul is always a remedy for getting out of your own half.
So the Wolves tonight will be in the all-white kits going left to right here, starting off this first half. And the VARDAR will be in the black and red kits going right to left. Starting in goal for VARDAR, and Steve Arce's VARDAR U17's Quinton Ubede, number 21. On the flip side for the Michigan Wolves, Aiden Garapi, wearing the number 1 tonight.
Carmen Patera playing a nice pass to get connected to the forward line.
Azee, and that's broken up, and Kabala, and then broken up. We know something we're going to see a little different than what we're used to seeing maybe at the high school level is
Luke Spadafora making a great pass to break the line there. Sorry, Jonathan. Excuse
No,
me.
you're fine. I was going to say just some things here, because for the audience who's tuned into our matchups in the over the last number of months, we've covered a lot of high school games, and a different breed of soccer than what we're going to see here tonight. The best of the best athletes on the field here tonight in regards to soccer from across the state of Michigan, competing against each other in a very historic rivalry in club soccer here in Michigan between the Wolves and VARDAR.
J.C. Maida making a run up the left side here. His pass was a little bit loose.
Elias broken up, and then that's another heavy ball.
Picked out by Aaron Salgado. Uh-oh, little ball surfing there.
Yeah,
maybe the occasion got the best of him in that moment. Maida again.
Yeah, Maida right here on this near side. And
intercepted by Patera. Evan Combs will look to build out of the back here. Playing it wide over to Bowen Mendoza.
So good build up here, some possession for VARDAR. They got some opportunity on this near side. He had Burbank.
I've been fortunate enough to coach a number of these players on both sides, so kind of know the tendencies and ideas that some of them
Vargas
have.
puts this one in, and
that's J.C. Maida trying to connect with the center forward there, but that ball was a little bit loose too.
J.C. Maida put that one in and picked up there by Garapi, and he'll throw it out here on this near side. McCauley. Well, good run from Patera.
Luke Spadafora has proven to be some kind of an engine here in the Wolves midfield, connecting on all 3 of his passes so far in a forward direction.
Ball on that far side. That's number 21 for the Wolves, Leo Walensky, and that's when they skirt out there. As the crowd continues to roll in here for this matchup. 66 of you watching here currently live right now. We appreciate it.
Nick Russo doing a good job of retaining the ball there and getting up there the right side, VARDAR's right side, the Wolves' left side.
Ball played over the top as Salgado, he'll go down, and here comes VARDAR. All good effort. You got J.C. Maida right there, and
J.C. Maida doing a little bit of referee in there, and maybe could have spent some time chasing after the ball there and finished that attack. VARDAR doing a really good job of keeping the ball here in the front third. Nick Russo playing a square pass out here to Burbank, I think.
Oh, that's a good tackle. It gets back. Now look at this, might a shot be fired, deflected, and that might go out for a corner, and it does. The first corner of the evening here for either side. So the first corner coming up here, it seems as though J.C. Maida will take this one here for VARDAR. Ball played short to Burbank. Back to Maida. Looks to put this across far post. Head on that and then cleared away.
That was cleared out by Zane Elliott.
Put back in and
headed away by Aaron Salgado.
Oh, good first touch.
Yes, Zane's a good center forward, left-footed,
McCauley
strong.
To Elder.
He's made some really good choices.
Looking back to Elder, but Burbank's an intercept and then knock it back to Ubaidi.
Ubaidi with a long, accurate pass. Connected in a little three-person combination from Vardar. Maida making a tight run there. I think he expect Nick Russo to do something different there. This early part of the game, it's tough. Both teams trying to figure out who plays where and what kind of defensive structure they're playing against. And then once they figure that out, then they can formulate their opinions on how they're going to construct their attacks and break down defenses and work in groups. Another corner kick here for Vardar.
That it is. This time it looks as though Lincoln will slide over and take this corner kick. It's got a lot of tall pieces in the box. This ball is played again, far post.
In-swinger coming in.
And here's a one-time strike blocked.
Evan Combs trying to get another shot off, but that was intercepted.
Now here, 1v1.
Or 1v4, depending on how you look at it.
And then there's a ball over looking for McCauley, and that's knocked away.
Certainly not trying to contradict you there, but it was a 1v1, and then all of a sudden it was a 1v4, and then it was 2v4. Yeah, the speed at which the players travel in their mobility inside these games is certainly different than the high school games that we've had a chance to do this past fall.
Yeah, again, just looking at it from the standpoint of a lot, I think that if you look at high school teams across the state, a lot of those high school teams, I would say between 40 and 50% maybe play club soccer. This is a whole other level of club soccer, in the MLS Next Academy, right? The best of the best is.
Yeah, as often as these guys train in the wonderful facilities that are spread out around Southeast Michigan here. Oh, that's
look at this, a great little ball and
yeah,
broken up and then cleared away.
Yeah, the Wolves did a great job of playing in that gap between the right back and the right center back.
Maida puts it over the top. Out comes Garapi and cleared away. Looking there for Russo.
Garapi did well to intervene there, but I think that he'd like to get his clearance a little bit more accurate than that. I think he just kind of flubbed it out of bounds there off his knee.
So a foul just called. I think it's the first one of the match.
I think you're right.
I know, 8 minutes in and first foul of the game?
Yeah, for a derby, to go 8 minutes without a foul, I think is kind of sets the table for these two teams that are really looking to play tonight.
We appreciate the comments. Keep them coming in. Keep them clean is what we ask.
Yeah, there's got to be a lot of alumni out there from this game.
I would imagine
tuned in.
Me being one of them.
Well, amazing, yeah, and me being one of them.
I played for VARDAR back when I was a young tyke, some 20-some years ago.
Yeah, I had the fortune to play for Paul Cicluna in the early days of
Matuzak.
Patera with the clearance, it gets blocked. That'll win him a throw-in.
That's Cristiano Patero.
Patera,
thank you. I had the O there on my sheet, Patera.
Long throw and dealt with nicely by Luke Spadafora. Connected with Zane here.
Elder now has the ball, looking to put this in the middle of the park, broken up.
They get caught in a little bit of a hurry, and Nick Russo was able to intercept there. Nick Russo's playing partner Vargas does a good job of retaining the ball. The referee intervenes there when there's been a couple of mistakes.
Salgado looks to switch. Mahmoud.
Wolves' back line has opened up the Vardar's front half defending.
Maybe they're going to take a shot. That's blocked.
Luke Spatafora trying to get a shot off there and blocked by the center back here. That was Matuzik. And then Matuzik was able to start the counterattack. Coming right in your living room there, huh?
Right there it was.
Thrown in by Burbank, I think, here, the left back.
Oh,
Russo battling in that number 10 spot.
Good work to get that one back.
Yeah, those two players are battling hard. That was a really good
Patera.
win.
Now here comes Aziz. He had Elder.
Cut back into the player. In those transition moments, you got to keep the ball away from your opponent so you can complete that pass.
Another ball played up top and cleared away by Garapi.
Yeah, that clearance is much better from Garapi. He's got a great starting position there outside the box, and he was able to sweep in behind the line there and do a much better job than the last time.
So we'll play this one out here to Patera. And McCauley. And Maida now has the ball. You know, what you're seeing right now in both attacking thirds is the offensive opportunity is being closed down real quick defensively by both sides.
Yeah,
you know, there's really not a lot of space. They're shutting it down real quick. You notice they have some opportunities in the middle of the park, in the middle of third of the field. But when they get into that attacking third, they're really having a hard time creating making those connecting passes in those open channels and lanes.
Yeah, I think both back fours are doing a great job with their starting position. Then they close out so fast and so effectively.
As this ball is played, that's to McCauley. He'll put it up. Elder will go up as well as Ubaidi. And
Quentin Ubaidi did a great job of catching that at its highest point and making sure that there was no trouble inside his area.
Can the announcers explain what the Columbus Crew is? The Columbus Crew is an MLS team based out of Columbus.
How'd the Columbus Crew make it into our broadcast?
I don't know. I think they're having a conversation about MLS Next and the Michigan Wolves. And I do believe, based on what we know, is that the Wolves are a connecting point to the Crew, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I would think that all the that was a little reckless.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that's what we like to call an NFL street. We like to call that self-inflicted.
So the Columbus Crew, an MLS team, we were earlier this season in August. We had a chance to go down and Steve Beska and I call the national championships for the UPSL. That was played at the old Columbus Crew Stadium in Columbus. We did that back in August. Had a chance to go to a game and watch the Columbus Crew from the press box, which in itself is spectacular.
Yeah, I strangely enough was in their stadium for their home opener. It was cold.
It is a beautiful stadium, a brand new stadium. And the old stadium,
place was magnificent. Just
awesome. As this ball played here near side of Patera, they'll make their way up now with the Wolves. Out wide to McCauley. That's a spill. I don't know if I saw the same thing that the referee saw,
it's a little bit of a touch foul, but it did intervene with the Wolves' possession, and it did cause a turnover. And I think those are those fouls when you're the coach of the other side, the fouling team. You really hate it, but while you're trying to keep possession, I think that you want those fouls.
We'll have to take a look. We'll look at the standings here in a little bit in regards to the Columbus Crew and if they've played. So a free kick coming up here. Dangerous opportunity just outside the 18. Spatafora will take this one and put it in. Ubaidi will go up and he'll collect. That ball's got to be a little further out away from Ubaidi.
Yeah, I think Spatafora would want to have that one back. He'd like it to have more spin and certainly some more distance away from the goalkeeper. Looks like he's going to try to make up for it here.
Well, looking for Elder. Good ball. Elder loses it for a moment.
Zane had a hard time tracking the soccer ball there between his feet.
Ball put back in and then cleared away on the VARDAR center back. Was Matuzak on that clearance.
And that Wolf center back there.
Matuzak. As Russo will go down, that's a little shove, and that should be a foul. It is. And our first yellow card.
Our first yellow card in a derby match here. Yeah. Center official Tyler Gregory is going to pull this one back so he can deliver the yellow card and make sure everybody gets this correct.
It's actually Spatafora, right?
Yeah, going to Luke Spatafora.
So a yellow card just issued to Luke Spatafora. First yellow card of the evening.
Our first foul came late, and our first yellow card came a little bit early, I would imagine.
It did. So want to remind everybody, coming up this Sunday night, we'll be out at Dearborn Forest High School for the UPSL Midwest East Final. Championship matchup that sends either team into the regionals. A chance to play the national championships in February in Orange County, California. As this ball is played in by Matuzak. Now J.C. Maida will take a shot, and that'll roll right into Garapi.
He didn't quite catch that the way he wanted to, and that ball just trickled into the goalkeeper. Garapi's got no trouble there, and now they're going to build out against an organized team here. We'll see what happens. Ball turned over immediately. That was not a great choice by the goalkeeper. They were man for man there, and he probably should have chose something higher up the field.
Burbank makes a strong run up this near side, unable to keep it in play, but
Burbank showing his
effort.
speed for the first time. Yeah, man, he was flying.
VARDAR gets it back. Maida.
VARDAR seems organized and prepared to play against the Wolves build out here. I think we're going to get another corner kick, huh?
Third corner of the match coming up here.
Is that all it is a third?
All it is the third.
Seems like it's certainly been more than a handful.
That it is. But we're excited to have you join us here on this Friday evening of Veterans Day. Alongside Rick Larson, I'm Jonathan Turner. We're 18 minutes into this one, and the score 0-0.
Burbank showing that short corner that they run on this left-hand side again.
It's an opportunity there that was headed by number 23.
Yeah, it's a little that corner's
Zeke
a little
Vargas.
floaty. It's hard to get on the end of those and get any real sting to them. You got to take a full run.
So Vargas, that one goes out. A goal kick now, as the Wolves will play their back. So far in this one, the better of the possession, more organized possession, have been, I believe, in favor of VARDAR. As now here comes the Wolves. Played inside. Oh, that's good clearance. And then played back to Ubaidi, who does not get all of that one.
Yeah, clipped the bottom of it a little bit and was not able to get distance, but kept it on the island there.
That's Gow. I'll go down. Goes. Mahmoud, and free kick now coming up here for the Wolves.
That looked a little bit awkward. It looked like maybe Mahmoud got his feet tangled up, but maybe he had enough contribution from the VARDAR player there to warrant center referee Tyler Gregory giving away a free kick here, calling a free kick.
Spatafora will stand over this once again.
The two hands up from Spatafora,
That he does.
the long one.
That might go right to the VARDAR defender, and it does. Little shove in the back. That's going to be called every single day.
Yeah, especially when you gain that much of an advantage.
Elias, but that's a mistake right there. Looking to be played back into Elias, and
Nick Russo's pass was a little bit under hit and intercepted by Aaron Salgado. Salgado and Patera will build here.
Gal out to Mahmoud. Plays back into Spatafora.
The Wolves really try to play through Spatafora here, and when he gets on it, he's done a great job of making penetrating dribbles and making penetrating passes. That time, he didn't make such a great choice, and VARDAR's one possession back.
Spatafora is from Northville High School, 3.8 GPA.
Yeah, his brother plays at Michigan State, and I think I think Luke has just come back from spending some time, I think, with the Columbus Crew.
6 feet, 155 pounds. McCauley. Oh, Gao.
That's an ill-advised pass back into the middle of midfield there. Was
Alta
dug back
Mahmoud,
out.
and they'll build from that far side of ZZ. And this ball will go out of touch. Yeah, I got a busy weekend ahead of me. I'm out tomorrow. I'm out at Oak University, Rick, calling a women's basketball game as they welcome in Central Michigan University.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Doing that tomorrow afternoon. Then back at it again Sunday night as we bring a UPSL Finals. It's the second time in both this season, this UPSL seasons per se, that the Cedars FC and Detroit United in a final.
Two storied programs with a history of winning both of those teams. Game's going to be fantastic tomorrow night, Sunday night.
Cedars FC won the spring matchup.
And last fall, too, I think.
Well, yeah, no, they did not. Detroit United won it. City United won it last fall.
City United.
Detroit United has been in the final for 5 consecutive finals. Phenomenal team. That'll be right here on our YouTube channel. Sunday night kickoff at 7:30 p.m. Bring you a pregame starting at 7:15. As Garapi plays is out here to Patera.
Game slowed down a little bit here. They've been making longer passes. The Wolves have been able to open up the front half of Vardar's team, and now they're going to play from their own half and race the ball into the attacking half.
Zizi loses it. Well done by JC.
How do you say that? Is it Azzi? A-Z-Z-I.
A-Z-Z-I. I feel like it's Azizi, no?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Crazy Train on this one. I'm just going to go with Ozzy.
Ozzy? Fair
yeah,
enough.
Let's just go with Ozzy.
Ozzy. Fair enough. They didn't give us the phonetics, so I don't always try not to assume. Oh, look at that ball inside. Oh, it deflected. That was Gao that blocked that one.
The Vardar forward just couldn't get that out of his feet there.
That was Elias, number 26.
Elias, yeah.
And here comes the counterattack. Macaulay
coming inside on the dribble, looking to get connected with Zane.
That he does.
Zane with that little signature rollover.
Ooh, top of the 18. Spatafor with a shot deflected.
Blocked, and here comes a Vardar counterattack.
Elias, he'll go down. We might see another yellow card. It was a hard whistle.
Yeah, it sure was. That may be considered excessive force. Certainly the timing of the foul was to shut the counterattack down. Both players seem to be okay.
Announcers, how do I get scouted? It's a great question. Rick Larson, man, you're the college coach. How do you get scouted?
It all depends on where you're at, but you gotta be an active participant.
Oh, look at that. Spatafor, he had an opportunity there.
That was a nifty little pass.
From Macaulay it was.
Yeah.
Burbank. Actually went out Burbank. Good play there by Patera.
You got to spend some time reaching out to the people in the places where you'd like to go, and then you got to create a platform for you to perform. And a lot of places will allow you to come into a training session. Some clubs will put together games for you. There's showcase events. There's all kinds of stuff. If somebody wants to reach out to me, and I think my Twitter handle's on there, if somebody wants to reach out to me, I certainly would answer that question in a more personalized fashion.
Little extracurricular right there, like that.
Yeah, as they jostle for position for a
ball
ball that's 6 yards out of bounds.
Patera will throw it in. That's Gao. That's his miscommunication right there.
Bisected his team there. It was just enough in the center that he thought, that you thought, that I thought, that you thought that you were going to get it.
Yep.
And then no one got it.
And then no one got it. Burbank will throw this one back in here. We're in the 25th minute in a 0-0 game. So far, the better the opportunities in this one have come, really, I believe, from Vardar. Has made it. Now looks to put this one over the top.
It's a really good cross from JC there.
That was Vargas, who just went past his
Zane
elder.
doing a great job holding it up.
Spatafora. No, I apologize.
Yeah.
That was number 21. That was Walensky.
Walensky into the game. That there's been a little bit of a void inside this game. The ball hasn't spent much time over on Vardar's right back or the Wolves' left wing kind of side over there. been in the middle in front of us, and then kind of on the right-hand side here with Patera and Maida engaged in battle.
There's Spatafor looking for Walensky on that far side. Good crowd on that far side now.
Yeah, there's still people rolling in this dome. Yep. Can't run on top of the other people's feet. That's going to be a foul.
So the question is, Rick, how do I join Schoolcrafts? Can I get a scholarship? Do I have to take a COVID test? And now the kids are just getting cute.
In reverse order, no, you don't need to take a COVID test. However, if you feel any symptoms like a fever or a cough or a runny nose, please stay away. And then, we'll figure out how to take a look at you in a practice. Come out anytime.
Ball played in. Not a bad ball, headed away. But not out of danger. That's Gao.
Since Luke Spatafor has hit about 7 or 8 free kicks already, each one seems to get a little bit more and more dangerous. That one had a lot more venom to it, spun behind the defense, and I think Vardar was fortunate to clear that one out.
Ball put back in. Look at the Elder was right there. Brings it down. Can you turn and take a shot? No, it's knocked away for a corner.
Great composure from Zane Elder there and inside the box to hold it up and not panic and really force the Vardar defenders to react and poke it out for a corner kick.
So a corner kick coming up now on that far side. Ball played in, goes over everyone, but McCauley there back post, puts it back across. Oh, a shot from Elder, deflected maybe. No, just went wide. Just didn't get enough of it.
Yeah, and it's not on his preferred left foot there, but he caught it all right and got it through the crowd. It just wasn't on target. Quentin Ubedi pushing everybody up.
By the way, someone just said Rick is the best coach ever.
Huh. Oh, well, I appreciate that. I wonder who you are. I'd like you to show yourself, please.
His name is Giovanni Cavelli.
Oh, Gio. Gio, man, I appreciate the text conversation we had about 8 days ago. I really enjoy getting back in touch with you and, and you telling me about your plight at Western Michigan, and you guys are doing fantastic, and it's always a pleasure to hear from you.
As Garrity knocking one over midfield. Ball inside, out to
Russo to Maida.
And now Burbank puts this one in. It's top of the 18. A one-time shot up and over.
You could see those players had really good communication with each other. Russo was able to call off the center forward. I think that was Elias. And, he left it for him to hit it first time, and he just caught it a little bit too low.
Ball switched to this near side, looking for Patera. He'll play this one up and over, looking for McCauley. And that will go over the touchline here on this near side. 29 minutes into this one. We're live here at the St. Joe Sports Dome for game number 1 of 2 games here tonight. U17 is taking place here right now. Michigan Wolves in the all-white kits going left to right on your screen.
Zane Elder almost got inside shoulder there.
And the red and black kits going right to left is Walensky now on that far side. Maybe looks to take a shot. He does. It goes up and wide.
Yeah, I like that from Walensky. He was kind of quiet for a little bit, and then the ball kind of got over there on that left side of the Wolves team, and he came in and connected on a couple of possessions, and now that shot had some real sting to it.
So, Coach Rick, tell your 06s to be ready on Sunday, is what someone just said. So.
All right. I'll get them ready.
Down goes Maida. A foul. That ball's still rolling. I was going to say that.
For all these guys that want to play Division I soccer, I got my team ready by sending them a copy of a video from was Maryland and Indiana in the Big Ten tournament semifinal. The game was absolutely fantastic. So I went on the Big Ten Network and found the game and copied the link and sent it off to all interested parties.
So Russo played a ball, got it back. Spadafora, McCauley.
Keen McCauley with a good pass there.
Broken up by Evan Combs. But Elders, McCauley deflected.
It's just an errant clearance.
Mahmoud, he'll take a shot, and that goes right to.
Yeah, that clearance didn't have any real purpose to it. It went right to a Wolves player, and he was able to make whatever choice he wanted to make, and his shot just didn't have enough venom to it.
Well, that was a good knock there by Ubedi.
Yeah, he pounded that thing 3/4 of the length of the field.
First one we've seen tonight in that distance without the height, right? As Spadafora goes down. We'll keep playing, says the referee. Walensky will take a shot, blocked. It goes to Elders. Now Elders may look to take a shot. He does, and he buries it!
Well, that was the first time that the VARDAR defense was not able to get out and put pressure on a Wolves player, and Zane Elders did a great job with the little inside-outside move, and then he spun it hard with the inside of his right foot with the laces and just got it around Ubedi in that lower left side of the goal. What a goal from outside the box.
Zane Elders gets the Wolves on the board here, 1-0 in the 32nd minute. So scoring opens up finally here for the Wolves.
I think the number of chances, like you said earlier, was kind of favored VARDAR, and then the possession and the spacing and the shape started to favor the Wolves there, and I think that really contributed to the goal because VARDAR was all spread out and they weren't able to get any pressure on the goal scorer, Zane Elders, right at the top of the box.
As they were seeing a handling, their referee is saying no.
There's a slide, and then the ball went up in the air, and it looked like it maybe inadvertently hit off somebody's hand. Got a little bit of a rise out of the crowd, but referee says play on.
Patera.
Keen McCauley with the interception.
Good work from McCauley.
Yeah, and the quick feet.
They still foul Burbank after, and then they'll play this one quick. Russo. Sparta was going to go quick there, but they kind of reset.
Yeah, it was weird. The ball came in, there was a penetrating dribble, and then a giveaway, and now a little bit uncertainty, and now Luke Spadafora going around players in midfield again.
So now Elders looking to get this one. He does. Brings it inside,
trouble.
looks to take a shot, blocked. Rebound covered up by Ubedi. Good work from from Elders once again.
Really good save from Quentin Ubedi there too. That was an important save. This thing goes 2-0 in 90 seconds, and who knows what happens after that.
If you're just joining us, it's 1-0 off the 32nd minute goal from number 10, Zane Elder. And that's where things stand as VARDAR will work this around for the better part of 25 minutes.
Evan Combs trying to play a long pass into the center forward. Elias. VARDAR able to retain possession through Maida and Burbank. Unsuccessful counterattack by the Wolves. VARDAR is able to hold the ball inside their attacking half.
Patera looks to clear this one up. He does. But I say for the better part of 25 minutes, Rick, I mean, VARDAR has had the better of build-up and creating the opportunities. They've had 3 corners in this one so far. But here come the Wolves once again on the counter. And Elder, he's got McCauley, plays it out to Walensky.
3-on-3 counterattack here.
Out wide.
Now it's 4-on-3.
Look at this. This is
bunch of
easy. Is this one played in? That's Ubedi with the save.
Yeah, VARDAR was able to get 3, 5, 7 guys back there. And Ubedi did a great job dealing with that cross.
Don't forget, coming up here at 8 o'clock, we have the U19s. Michigan Wolves versus VARDAR. That's coming up here next. Whole new stream. Once we're done with this one, we'll reset, do it all over again. 35 minutes into this one.
Combs and Matuzak playing a little game of catch here. Wolves aren't pulling anybody else out, just letting Zane Elders deal with it. Ozzie winning the ball. J.C. Maida in a battle with him.
We're going to call that a foul on Mata. Is
number 33 on Vardar. J.C. Maida just kicked the ball away, and he's getting an important lecture from Tyler Gregory about sportsmanship and keeping the ball in play.
Salgado knocks this one back to the goalkeeper and Garapi.
It's a good pass from Garapi.
Mahmoud.
Great touch to come inside for Mahmoud. Left back to right back, Patera connecting with Ozzie.
Ozzie.
Looks like they pushed Ozzie to the right wing here and put Keen McCauley on the inside.
Good switch to the point of attack.
Yeah, skillful pass.
McCauley now out wide looking for Walensky. Walensky tracks it down, looks to put this up towards the top of the stick for Elder, and then Spatafor was right there. Still there, Elder now with a shot, and that's a diving save by Ubadi. It still somehow stays on the pitch. And then down goes, is that Aziz?
That was Ozzie.
Ozzie went down, and now a penalty shot has been called.
Some nifty footwork with a little inside-outside move, and the overzealous Vardar defender caught him, and head referee Tyler Gregory points right to the spot.
So a penalty shot has been called here in the 38th minute. Coming off that spectacular save by Ubadi.
Yeah, what a fantastic
on that
save.
point-blank range shot from about 10 yards out from Elder, looking to get his brace as he's stepping up here once again.
Vardar's going to need another big stop from Quentin Ubadi here. He pounds the crossbar and gets himself ready.
So Elder versus Ubadi. Elder steps up. Ubadi frozen. And the Wolves go up 2-0. So a penalty shot goal in the 38th minute.
Professionally taken penalty from Zane Elders there. Eyes must have went one way. Vardar goalkeeper Quentin Ubadi was kind of shading to his left. Zane Elders rolled it to Ubadi's right. Froze him, and 2-0 here, Wolves.
So again, looking at this game right now, it's opportunities have been created for Vardar. The difference maker right now is the opportunities that have been created on the Wolves side have ended with actually opportunities on frame, chances, and goals created. So, you know.
Yeah, even forced goalkeeper saves. Ubadi's had to be big a couple of times.
Yep.
And, yeah, the quality of the chances for the Wolves has just been greater than. I think that's where that sign from grade school comes in, just greater than, less than. I think that's greater than for the Wolves, less than for Vardar.
Yeah.
Never knew what that sign meant when I was in grade school, but now it's real clear.
We talk about it a lot with possession with purpose, right? Urgency, right? Again, looking at this right now, Vardar has the ball, moving the ball around fairly easy. It's when they get into that final third, they really struggle right now with being able to create quality scoring opportunities.
Wolves have 9 players inside of their defensive third here. Causes for a lot of congestion and concentration and compaction between the lines, and
that'll go out for a goal kick. Is 6 minutes to go here in half number 1. 2-0 is the score. Goals in
Luke
32nd and 38th.
making his way through midfield.
Oh, that's a great work.
Yeah, this is the guy who drew the penalty here. Ozzy has come to life now with his footwork.
That he has, Ozzy. Well done.
Ozzy's starting to go off the rails.
Mada inside the Vargas. Matuzak.
Tuzak and Combs playing another game of catch here. Setting up the offense. Yeah. Coach Granite just showed up, and he thinks he's walking in front of the camera, but he's not.
Mada DeRusso. Broken up. Now McCauley looking for Walensky, and nothing doing as now Vardar has the ball back once again.
Wolves defending with 10 players inside their own half again. Looking like they're just trying to stay nice and tight together and maybe spend this time period counterattacking, building from their own half.
What a good switch that was into Patera. A lot of green space in front of him. Cuts it back. He'll go down, and Mada, it will surely be at least given a talking to. Instead, will be a yellow.
Center referee Tyler Gregory's had enough of it. There's been some fouls over here, and I think he caught him the one time for kicking the ball away, and I think he's just going to establish some order inside this game by giving out a yellow card.
So a question just came up while they're asking another person about what their favorite food is. But what's your favorite food, Rick?
Favorite food, the thing I eat the most, or the things that I would like to eat the most?
Well, let's go with the one that you'd like to eat.
The one that I would like to eat the most? Oh, man, I don't know. Maybe Chateaubriand or something.
Wow.
I don't know.
Well, okay.
No, man, I'd like to have another one of those lobster rolls from the place up in wherever we were. I'd take one of those.
Grand Ledge. It was good.
The Grand Ledge Lobster Roll Factory, whatever that place was called.
Ozzy now
We're
down.
We're gonna laugh out of Sam over there.
Sam Fisher, our camera operator, always the best in the business.
Yeah, Sam loves his grilled cheese. While I'm eating lobster rolls, Sam's eating grilled cheese.
He will not be joining us on Sunday for our camera operator. He'll be in Canada.
He will be?
He will not be. He'll be in Canada on Sunday night.
We could probably almost see him from where we're going to be.
We probably.
Actually, we're not going to be at Hamtramck Stadium, though, are we?
We're not. We're going to be in Dearborn Fortson High School.
Okay, well, yeah, that's not quite as close to the
to
the border as Hamtramck is.
3 minutes to go here, plus stoppage time. Burbank plays it inside. Vardar looking to answer those two unanswered goals so far for the Wolves. Good switch. Ball put back across. Nobody there for Vardar as Patera's got some time to make a decision to play this one up. It's blocked, though.
Yeah, that missed clearance from Mahmoud has caused the Wolves some problems here.
Brought down by Patera.
Patera's been an important player in the build-up and the build-out and retaining possession here for the Wolves in the first half.
Well, that's a good idea. Looking that far side to Walensky. He finds him. That's a great ball from McCauley. Elder is right there in the middle. There's a shot from Walensky, blocked by Ubedi.
Ubedi did a great job of getting his hands on that one. That long pass, that was McCauley that split the center backs?
It was. It was a great ball. It was.
Now Vardar on a counterattack. This game's really getting pacey.
A little opened up here now, looking for Russo, but Mata's right there. Top of the 18, cuts it in. Good defensive play, Spadafora.
Yeah, they got a little toe in there. J.C. Maida was trying to go around him and get a shot off with his preferred right foot.
A little outside to Mahmoud. That's a foul.
That's going to be a foul, absolutely. Two guys worse for wear on this one, I think. I think we got a rare double cramp scenario.
Announcers, who is the best MLS Next team in the Midwest?
Columbus Crew, Indiana Fire, Chicago Fire, Sporting Kansas City. Anything that's connected either directly to an MLS club or a really close affiliate like Indiana Fire. Those teams have access to players over great distance and housing, and it just makes it a lot easier to connect to players and bring them into your environment and take care of them.
Ozzy's back on. We have 1 minute left here, said the referee, as we head into stoppage time.
Macaulay made a great run to drag defenders out, which opened up Spatafora there, and really good tackle from.
Looking for Elias, but
that was Vargas.
Garapi comes out. If I had to say one thing I don't like about Garapi right now, is just his choice in unis. he's not like fully dressed up like a body. You know, it's like full kit. You know, you got the, you know, you kind of.
Yeah.
You know, just goalkeeper, that's your moment, man. And, you know, you're wearing your kit, man. That's like a big deal. As a fellow goalkeeper myself, I really took pride in, you know, the matching, you know, and looking really sharp.
Yeah, I think that's important. I think that the soft peach is not an imposing color.
No. I mean, back in the day, though, when we were playing, and if you're at home watching, you probably don't remember this, or if you have, it's a long time ago. They actually had jerseys for goalkeepers that had targets on them. Remember those?
Yeah.
You don't wear those anymore. No one wants a target on them. But so foul was just called there on that far side. Garapi will put this one back in as we're getting ever closer to this halftime break. Well, and there it is. Speaking of halftime breaks.
Right on cue.
So what do you think there, Rick?
Tyler Gregory must have heard you. Well, the quality of football being played tonight is fantastic. I think the fact that it's a derby game has put a little bit extra spice in there. I think early on, what did we say, 8 minutes there it took for there to be our first foul to be called, and then there's been some spicy, energetic fouls being had. But both teams have created chances. Quentin Ubedi has certainly had to do more work than Garapi, and he's come up big a couple of times, and a couple of times they've got him. So here we are at halftime, 2-0.
That's
2-0
right.
Michigan Wolves.
That's right. It's halftime here at St. Joe Sports Dome in Livonia. It's MLS Next Fall Soccer here on the Michigan Soccer Network. Michigan Wolves 2, VARDAR 0. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after the break for more soccer.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister.
I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in! Now he'll fire one now from distance, and that is in! Creating some havoc. Just ball put in. Oh, look at this opportunity. That's missed. Oh, it's Stone!
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not. We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo!
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $24.99 a month.
Our mission is to help players take their game to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players get comfortable performing these skills at game speed, with pressure, and with both their dominant and non-dominant foot. In addition, we help players with their speed of play, awareness of space, defenders, and teammates, and also dominate with their off-the-ball movement. We offer a variety of services such as one-on-ones, small groups, large groups, as well as team sessions. We have an experienced coaching staff that is professional, friendly, patient, while still holding players to high standards and holding them accountable. No matter what level you're at as a player, I'm confident we can help you get better. Over the past 3 years, we've built one of the best soccer-specific training facilities in the country and developed one of the most detail-oriented programs to help out players. Visit our website.
back from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in. Oh, and both goals so far. He'll fire one, and that's a wonderful save, Trinity. That's missed. Oh, it's Stone in the... He'll fire one now from distance, and that is in. What a strike by Ben Maher. Welcome back here into the St. Joe's Sports Dome here in Livonia, Michigan, on the campus of Schoolcraft College for tonight's MLS Next matchup, Michigan Wolves and VARDAR. Here at the half, 2-0. As I welcome back in my broadcast partner, Mr. Rick Larson. Rick, looking at that first half, again, we talked about it throughout most of that first half, is that VARDAR did, for a lot of that half, have good possession. They, and then the counterattack. The Wolves very, very dangerous on the counterattack, especially building up on this near side with Patera, McCauley. We then saw Ozzy getting involved as well. Spadafora on the free kicks. But Zane Elder has been fantastic, scoring 2 goals, one in the 32nd minute, and then another one on the penalty shot in the 38th, and that's where things stand.
Yeah, if you could stick a magnifying glass on both back lines, I think that you would find that the Wolves were able to get in behind and beyond VARDAR's back line a number of times, and even off some goalkeeper saves, and the penalty came off a long shot that u17 was able to push wide and high, and it was in behind the line, and then Ozzy was able to get on it and do his little fancy footwork and draw a penalty. But I think on the other side, VARDAR's front line against the Wolves' back line, they just have not been able to get between, beyond, past, break that line to get into dangerous scenarios for really, really high-quality goal-scoring chances. I think they've been one pass away or one, better decision away from creating a real goal-scoring chance. So, halftime was long, and teams can make changes, and we'll kind of see how the game unfolds here in the first few minutes.
That we will, as we're about to get underway here, as players have taken the field. Again, want to remind everybody that we have 2 games here tonight, not 1 but 2. This is the first matchup of the night. U17 boys taking on, U17 boys, Wolves taking on VARDAR, and then here at 8 o'clock in the nightcap, right? At 8 o'clock, the U19 boys taking on the Wolves VARDAR matchup here once again. Coming in, a question announcers. Will you answer some questions? Well, it depends what the questions are, but of course, we love answering questions.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we'll go ask away as...
Please bring the questions to us.
Second half about to get back underway here in just a moment.
One of the questions is, would there be any halftime changes? And it looks like Mahmoud has come off as a left back and made way for Gabriel Ala.
So Walensky here on this near side now. This ball go out of touch, and it looks as though it'll be a VARDAR throw-in.
Imagine that's probably Gabriel Ala.
Mendoza will throw this one back in here for VARDAR. We have a goalkeeper change as well.
Yeah.
For VARDAR. There's Etheridge now in goal here for
u17 off, Etheridge on.
So the Wolves work around their back line.
Garapi back there in his familiar light peach, imposing goalkeeper jersey.
Ola looking for Walensky.
Ola did a good job of getting around Maida there, and he just hit the pass with the wrong surface. Ball was always moving out of bounds there.
As we said in the opener, once you come off, you are done for the evening. So that's a difference maker between a lot of the levels you might have seen here on the network. Different leagues, different levels have different rules for substitutions.
Smolcic with all the choices there and makes a good one to get connected to
Cowan.
It's like Patera's still in there at right back.
That's Khalid. Now look, Walensky now. Top of the 18, keeps fighting. Now comes Etheridge, and he'll collect. So it looks as though Ali Khalid has also subbed on.
Yeah, number 3 looks like he's playing as a 6 here at the back of the midfield for the Wolves.
From Grosse Ile High School. They just made their way to a 5th state title game. They fell in that one.
Maybe they fell one
to
player
Holland
short.
Christian that was not called a foul.
That was an interesting turn and no call. Wolves are able to keep possession in the attacking half.
That was Mateo Caletta. He also subbed on.
Wolves making a lot of changes. Ali Khalid just gave the ball away and now making way for a VARDAR counterattack that's intercepted by Salgado. Garapi with a nice floated pass over to Ala.
Ala, that's poked away. He keeps fighting for it. Mada's on a yellow card from that first half. It's a long time to be on a yellow card in the U17 boys matchup.
Sure is. Going to have to exhibit a lot of restraint here in the next
and we saw it from
40 minutes or so.
Steve Mars say, when Mata got tied up here earlier, there was a little kind of like scuffle, but him and Ozzy got kind of tied together here on this near side. He kind of looked at him and said, "Hey, keep your head,"
Yeah, he was pointing to his dome and saying, "You got to keep your head for sure."
That's Burbank now on that far side. Our view's much better now, Rick.
Yeah, I'm so happy to not look through a series of 1-inch cubes. And it was at 1-inch cubes on top of 1-inch cubes there, so it was like a 3-dimensional screen to keep us safe, but it also kept me with the inability to see very well. So I was standing up outside the cage there and made my line of sight much better.
And I apologize for that, just looking at trying to protect the equipment. But now we will take our chances. And
I think Sam Fisher, he'll dive in front of the equipment. He's the best in the business, and keeping our soundboard in check, I think that's a real priority today. Really nice layoff from Ali Khalid there.
By Mada.
Smolcic, yeah, center backs don't usually take throw-ins, and he thought better against it.
So
VARDAR is going to make a couple subs here.
That they will.
Number 38, Braden Tosi. Says he's a midfielder here. Looks like he's going to come in and play as a striker.
So Mendoza's going to step off.
Right backbone Mendoza steps off.
I believe it was also Lincoln that stepped off as well. Martinez Lincoln.
And number 41 is in for Mendoza. Number 41 is...
Now Walensky will make this way towards the middle of the park.
Andrew Vartanian.
Gow. Well, this ball is put far post. Spatafor right there. Can he keep it on? He does. Lays it back for Ala.
Got to be careful being offside there. And
he was.
Right on cue.
Is it Vartanian?
Vartanian, I think. Yeah, 41.
Vartanian Andrew.
I think it's the other way around, but yes.
Well, they said their first names are, I don't know, but.
Okay. So they didn't put their names in the wrong column. I just assume his name's Andrew Vartanian, but it's Vartanian Andrew.
I would assume that as well, but
okay.
They gave their first names were all in that first column.
Alrighty, we're going to go with it.
Khaled that's broken up.
I'll make the executive decision just like I did in the first half with Ozzy.
You're going to say Andrew?
We're just going to call him Andrew. That's all.
Call him Andrew. Fair enough.
Andrew. I'll be right either way.
You will.
Yes, I will.
I like the way you think, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
so it makes it easy to sit in the booth with you here.
It's just the makeshift booth we have at the 50-yard line here at St. Joe's.
Inside our booth with the touchscreen TVs, all the things at our disposal to make the games easier to call.
I couldn't agree with you more, man.
The technological advancements that we've made in the last 3 months have been spectacular. And Sam Fish has been able to keep up the whole way.
He has. That's Tassi.
Tassi
Good
is
work.
a big, strong fella here.
Mada out here now will receive this one. Ali, wow, comes over. Nice tackle from him.
So Maida's, I think they've kind of switched Maida's role as well, because he's over here on Vardar's right side now, and he played on their left side for most of the time in the first half. It's a playmaker that likes to get on the ball, and just served up a nice cross there that no one was able to get on the end of.
There's Russo. We'll look, maybe take a fire. Well, that's great defensive work from Gao.
Gao with a great intervention, and now he started the counterattack.
Elder just overstepped that one. That did not look good. I hope he's okay. He is down right now.
That was really awkward.
It was. Ala now will bring this up this near side.
Thankfully, he's up
good
again.
work. Going to get that into Walensky. Walensky with the heavy first touch. This ball be played back to Etheridge. Yeah, you know, that's one of those ones where you're like, knee. You're thinking knee.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially how that was an awkward.
The semi-contact and a weird step, and then the player crumbles. Yeah, you sure hope
Elias just dribbled that one right into this near side here. So a throw coming up here for the Wolves. Well, nice little flick. Looking for Elder. Oh, he's tied up. Oh, good work. Oh, he's off. Spatafor is off, and he held it up.
Yeah, the timing was all off there, and everybody's all upset about it. You can hear the coaching staff. You can see Spatafora. Walensky probably either should have just given it earlier or just dribbled himself. He was really under no pressure. Evan Combs with a heavy touch there, and let's open up the back line.
Flag will go up again, this time for offsides on Elder.
Vardar did a great job there when they lost center back Evan Combs up in midfield there. The rest of the line stepped up as soon as the penetrating pass came from the Wolves and shut down that counterattacking opportunity. Good tackle from Patera there. Burbank got caught in possession and was fortunate to win a throw-in back. Wolves don't look prepared to press here, so it's going to make it a little bit easier for Vardar to play out of the back.
Well, this is one of those things I know we've talked about. Me and you have talked about this, Steve and I have talked about it a lot of times, you know, the 2-0 lead, right? You know, I mean, ooh, that's not a good look at all.
No.
You would think that play from Smolcic would result maybe in a yellow card.
Yeah, he wasn't looking, and he only just dealt with the player. Yeah, that not making a play on the ball is especially in making a really physical challenge, usually results in a yellow card.
So Andrew played that one in. I'm going to go to the sheet. You are correct. It is Andrew Vartanian. It has been confirmed.
Yeah, I think it just, and no offense to all those parents out there who make names, but if his name was Vartanian Andrew, it just would be,
Spatafor
would sound strange.
Played it in, and Gao. Now look at this, cuts it back. That's Coletta with a shot, and that's in. That was Walensky that took the shot. I apologize.
What a great layoff. And Walensky absolutely tattooed that thing and got a chance to baptize Etheridge there with the first attempt on goal, and that thing was smoked.
That it was, as now it's 3-0 here. A very important goal for the Wolves. It came in the 56th minute from number 21. Number 21 goes to Leo Walensky. Walensky, undecided so far, goes to Pioneer High School. 6 feet, 160 pounds. Vartanian, that ball will go off of Vartanian. Good work there from Smolcic. Spadafora. A lot can still happen in a match like this. Rick, I mean, you know, you're not chasing 3, you're chasing 1 if you're Vardar. No,
yeah, there's a lot of time left.
They're going to call a foul on Tossi.
Well, he's going to cause some trouble up there, and if Vardar can get on the ball and get him involved a little bit, I think his pace and power are certainly going to prove to be useful attributes for Vardar. And Ala trying to dribble out of the back there and made a great recovery.
Oh, Walensky, good ball into Spadafora. Here come the Wolves, make their way down towards the 18. Walensky puts his far post, one-touch opportunity, and what a great goal that was. I believe that was Coletta.
That was a fantastic cross and a first-time finish. It's the 2 farthest parts away from our vantage point here. We'll get some clarification, but the goal up the left side, Spadafora to Walensky, and a nice little floated cross.
And I believe that was Coletta. It was confirmed that that was, in fact, Matteo Coletta, number 25 on that goal, was assisted by number 21, Leo Walensky, who just scored the goal previous to that 2 minutes ago.
Matteo Coletta did a great job of getting up in the air early and getting the inside of his right foot on that and putting it back across Etheridge.
It's a one-time volley. I mean,
yeah, to make the score of this game 4-0, and coming out of halftime, we were wondering who was going to get the next goal and how important it was, and all of a sudden it's 4-0. So Ala battling hard there to keep possession. Him and Walensky are proven to be real trouble up this left side for the Wolves.
That they are.
Our near sideline here.
If you're just joining us, two goals here in the 56th and the 58th in the second half. Leo Walensky in the 56th, Matteo Coletta in the 58th. We're 4-0 here. This game is turned upside down here in the second half. I mean, you know, 2-0. You know, we're just talking about this. 2-0 it's a scary place to be sometimes for you team up. Obviously, any team would love to be up 2 goals, but you give 1 away, and now you're chasing
Etheridge
momentum.
Russo here on the counter.
Switch here to this near side to Elias for Vardar, looking to find an answer to these 4 unanswered goals. 2 in the first, 2 in the second.
Yeah, I think I coached too many games to get involved in that 2-0 conversation, but yeah, if you want to spot me 2 goals, I'll take them.
No, you know, and Rick, we've talked about this. I agree with you. I think if you want to be up 2-0.
Yeah, I want to be up 2-0.
But now you're up 4, so it's even better.
Yeah. And you can turn 2 into 4 ways here, then you can turn 0 into 4. So
yeah.
And the Wolves proved it here, and now they got the real comfort level about them, and all the urgency is now falling upon Vardar.
And you know, give credit to where credit's due, right? Offensively, the Wolves have been able to find a way to execute on their opportunities. And on the flip side, that defensively, they've been able to keep the middle of the field completely shut down for Vardar. They've had to find their way through the outsides, and they've been unable to do that. And so defensively, the Wolves have held their own. And that's one of the core reasons why they're up 4-0 here this evening.
Yeah, and I think Vardar's in a 4-diamond too, and they would want to have the ball more in the middle of midfield, and the Wolves have done a good job of, you know, playing numbers down in there and getting the ball into the wide areas. It's been an interesting tactical battle, and certainly in terms of the tactics of each team, you know, the Wolves have been patient and capitalizing their chances, and maybe a little bit of hastiness from the Vardar side has caused them to not be composed enough in that last part of the field that I spoke about just after halftime, where they needed just a little bit more quality or just to find a way to get him behind that line.
Well, that was a great ball. Walensky now out wide to Ala.
I think that's one way to look at that pass. I'm not so sure.
I don't think it was intended for that, but it went to where
yeah.
Oh, that's going to Ala goes down.
Yeah.
That's a corner. Well, I mean, hey, from our angle, it looked like he was playing that to Walensky, right? I don't think there's anything on its way
he
to Gal.
He cracked into it from the far right-hand side, and it did make its way in there.
Just a beautiful angle for our vantage point, at least. And for you, those that watching at home or on your phones, wherever you're watching us, we do appreciate you are watching MLS Next Soccer here on the Michigan Soccer Network. Alongside my broadcast partner, Rick Larson, I'm Jonathan Turner. Game one of a two-set night. This ball's played in. It's flicked on.
Ali Khalid playing it out wide.
Ball into Elder.
Oh, really good pass.
Now the...
Yeah, I thought he was offside. Elder needed to keep that ball because Walensky got on the wrong side of the defender. And then...
so the flag did go up, I believe, for offside.
Oh, I thought that was Walensky, but it's Smolcic got inside the box.
And he was the one I think that was in an offside position.
Yeah, center back's trying to get involved in this little goal-scoring frenzy that's...
Well, the last time I was here, to be fair, we saw 9 goals scored in a game. Is this shot taken and just goes past Etheridge?
That was some dive by Etheridge.
It was. I didn't get a chance to see you that afternoon, but that was when Schoolcraft College took on, was it Adrian? Not Adrian.
Spring Arbor.
Spring Arbor.
Yeah.
You guys won that one 9-0.
Yeah, that was
it's a highlight
that was a good day for the guys. Yeah, we got to score a lot of highlight reel goals and everybody got a chance to get significant minutes.
I haven't had to say Garipy's name for a minute.
Yeah, kind of mishit that clearance, and now there's just been a couple of battles for the ball, and we'll restart the game with a Wolves throw-in. Ali Khalid retaining possession there through Aaron Salgado.
Patera will settle it down on that far side.
Patera's had a real steady night. Look at how comfortable he is coming up the right-hand side. Now he starts cutting in. Big gaps in there.
Walensky
finds
now.
Walensky.
Oh, inside for Elder. Elder gets a touch on it. Hits off the post, but the flag did go up. Great movement from Walensky from Patera into Elder.
Yeah, Patera coming on the inside there just really unsettles the defense. And he's able to find the left wing Walensky that came underneath Zane Elders there as the 9 and slipped him in, but he was just about a half a human offside.
We go to VAR. It might be more like a quarter human.
Yeah, it might have been. It was more than a pixel and less than a half a human, that's for sure. That's a reference to when they zoomed in on Pookie's knee and he was a pixel offside, because you can actually score a goal with a pixel-sized piece of your knee.
Elder down in this near corner and out for a throw-in.
The actual size of a pixel? No idea.
It's good. I
didn't make it up, but I know that there's such thing as a pixel, but I really have no idea what the size of a pixel is.
Fair enough. Going to see a couple substitutions here for VARDAR in a moment. Is now Tossi. He's got some
Tossi's
steam.
going to give it a run here.
Salgado, and then
whoa,
over comes Garipy, and
Garipy
launches
made
one out.
Made more out of that than needed to be. There was 4 or 5 Wolves players and Tosi there.
So
it's going to give him an opportunity to make substitutions. Number 39.
So Dylan Korkus is going to step in.
Korkus and number 30.
Well, Korkus is number 30.
Korkus and 39.
And then 39. I gotta go to my other roster.
Yeah,
that one
we
they
need
gave
to go
me
to
didn't.
Our separate telestrator over here.
That's Noah Thompson. I think that's right. Yes, Noah Thompson.
So Maida off. By Thompson there. The left side of the diamond. Then who came off?
I did not see the other person. I was
30?
checking on Noah Thompson's name, so I do apologize. We don't have a spotter. That's one thing we don't have. We don't have spotters here. Sam, why can't you be a spotter too?
Yeah, he's right here. Came in on the right side of midfield. What's his name again?
Dylan
Number 30?
Korka.
Korka.
I think it's what it says right, number 30.
Corcus?
Corcus, thank you, Corcus. Corcus.
Corcus.
Corcus on the ball. Played that in the 42. I don't know, where did 42 come from? This ball's played in. It was intended for Thompson. Tossie tries to bring it down, and that's cleared away.
42 might have been a halftime sub that we didn't catch.
That's Mateo Ventura, sorry, Mateo Ventura.
Really, really good hit.
He's not on that sheet.
Yeah, from Vargas. Vargas just smoked one from outside the box. That Garapi had to dive to his right, and he actually mishandled it. It was hit so hard, but there was nobody nearby, so he was able to collect it easily.
Played inside.
Ali Khalid throwing it around the back of the midfield here.
Played inside to Spadafora. Scott Walensky making a run. Spadafora, out wide to Elder. Elder now will fire one, and that one goes wide. Looking for the hat trick.
Yeah, I don't want to state the obvious, but I'm sure Zane Elders is saying what I'm saying inside my own head is all he had to do was hit the target there, and it was a goal because he absolutely crushed that ball. Etheridge would have had no chance.
That's misplayed. So a throw-in coming up here on this near side. To all you veterans out there, we want to say thank you for your service. Those who have served, MSN thanks you. Those Reese pieces are hitting it right now, man. We talk about food quite a bit on the network. We'll never forget that. We have a good smorgasbord. We've got Skittles and what are those things? Gummy bears? Spadafora.
Those are gone.
Spadafora puts us one in, looking maybe for Elders. We're going to see Vargas now. Ooh, that's Thompson.
Excellent long pass, yeah.
Good work from Smolcic.
No easy tax for Smolcic there, fighting with Tossie for the ball.
Oh, that's Russo.
Russo a little loose with the dribble.
He's fighting hard.
Chasing, yeah. He looks like he's come out second best there.
Gal. Khalid. Now Walensky.
Walensky and Elders have changed positions.
Walensky. Walensky now lays one off. And there's a Spadafora and dispossessed, and now here comes Vardar. Oh, Ala, that's good defensive work from him. Smolcic.
Smolcic has had a great game, and he's really comfortable on the ball. Smooth dribble in there to get into midfield and then get connected with Ali Khalid and calm the game back down.
Good settle down there by Smolcic.
Yeah, I think this is the part of the game where when you've made a bunch of substitutions like Vardar and you created a plan with, you know, the guys that have come off, it's hard for the new guys to get attached to the plan, and the Wolves are really just having their way in possession right now.
Good settle down by Elder, who's dropped back in the midfield now for the time being.
That is a really rare bad pass from Luke Spadafora as he puts his hand up and says, guys, my bad.
Russo now has it for Vardar on that far side. Gal there to defend for the Wolves. Find themselves up 4-0 here in this matchup. 2 in the first half, 2 here in the second. Tall order on hand here for Vardar to come back in this one is Thompson.
As we talk about food and chew on some food, it's
Ooh, Alla went down. It's an awkward fall. Are you going to say there's some food for thought?
Food for thought, and yeah, I mean, they got VARDAR's got 19 minutes to chew into this lead.
Why don't you guys broadcast Michigan Stars games? It's a great question. They haven't called.
I think we have an answer. We have an answer. And there it is. And it's real succinct, and now you have it.
You know, to be fair, there's a lot of games we can call. I mean, we're in the process of working out a number of opportunities across the state of Michigan for more games. And, you know, we love to bring more games to our network. Our goal here is to provide a place, a destination for all of you to watch any type of soccer game in the state of Michigan. And we're working very strongly towards that goal, and Michigan Stars can be one of those. You know, there's another team coming up here now called Go Star FC that's going to be based somewhere here in the Livonia area. This ball is bouncing right towards our technology, Rick.
Yeah, I know. That was there are not too many things get your blood pressure up, but as that ball starts bouncing towards our soundboard, I know that the temperature rises.
Russo out to Burbank. Crosses this, looking for Tassi. He gets a head on it, up and just
I see
over.
A flag up over here on
the flag
on the
did
side.
go up, so.
As that ball
Broadcast
came in.
Nationals ECNL 07 team. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Done.
When?
Right.
If it's right now, we're busy. We're going to see a substitution coming on here in just a moment.
Looks like this is going to be Andrew Moeller.
Andrew Moeller, number 29.
Haven't seen Andrew Moeller in some time, but he looks like he's got a little bit bigger, and he's going to enter this game and make an impact somewhere in the back half of the team, I think. Could be wrong. Nifty little player from a fantastic soccer family.
Those aren't bad Reese's Pieces, are they?
No, no, it's a good batch. Elliot would say they're fine.
Elliot would say they're fine?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You know, E.T.'s friend. Maybe I said his name too fast. I think it sounds more like Elliot.
Should have said the actual actor's name. I would have gotten it better.
Yeah, well, I don't know who that is.
I haven't watched E.T. since the first time I saw it.
Yeah. I haven't seen it since I saw it at the Mai Kai on Plymouth Road. That place doesn't even exist.
So the center referee will make his way for that substitution.
Looks like Andrew Moeller's coming in for Luke Spatafor, and he'll probably play in a back half of the midfield location there. 6'8" type position. Andrew's a steady player. He's a really good pass for the ball, and he's got great defensive work rate.
Here comes the Wolves, broken up by Andrew Vartanian, and then one back by the Wolves. Played inside, looking for Elder for his. Vargas now.
Yeah, he did a good job getting the ball out from between his feet and changing the point of attack. Over to Burbank.
Jack hops in and just says one word, damn.
Jack Hotz. Welcome to the broadcast, buddy.
That's right. One word, just damn. My guess is that's in relation to the current score line.
I would think so, too. Yeah, I know.
That's
Jack's
in between
maybe,
ball.
He's an East Sider, so maybe he's attached himself to the VARDAR score line. So, yeah, he's saying damn. Or maybe it's Hot's damn.
Walensky.
Maybe I'm grasping
that's
at
a
straws.
tackle right there from Corcus.
Corcus made sure to get that out of play.
15 minutes ago here in this second half. Michigan Wolves fully in charge of this matchup, 4-0. Another opportunity here now is that's Coletta. He'll take a shot, and that's a diving save by Etheridge. What a beautiful save that was.
What a great save from Etheridge. Save of the night right there. And we got a Wolves player just collapsed straight in front of the referee. I think he's asking the referee for some medical attention there. But
that's a cramp if I've ever seen one. But that was a fantastic shot by number 25, Mateo Coletta. Coletta is from Royal Oak, goes to Royal Oak High School. 5'11", 165 pounds, undecided on his where he wants to play college. We get to the U19s, we'll have a lot more, less undecided, a lot more.
Yeah,
committed.
there'll be more committed players for sure.
This ball played in, up goes Etheridge, and he'll come up with it.
Nick Russo on the run there.
Oh, good win back, as Jack Hott says, Rick Larson, the GOAT.
Jack Hotz, I saw him last night. Saw him honing his game a little bit. We got a chance to talk a little bit about golf.
Oh. I haven't golfed in 3 years, Rick.
What a shame. What a shame.
And I still have my eligibility.
Well, I know how we can figure out how to deal with that. Colin Robertson about to check in the game here, number 42. Colin's a tricky winger that's going to get on the ball and show us all kinds of skill.
Ala now. Knocked away there by Korkis. So Leo Linsky is going to step off.
That's Colin Robertson. Was fortunate enough to coach him 5 or so years ago. Dynamite player with real heavy commitment to being an excellent player.
Goes to Brighton High School. 3.8 GPA is. Oh, look at this opportunity right away. Back of the net.
And the Wolves are just able to break that line. They just got at the edge there, got at Vardar's left back, Burbank, and slipped the ball in behind that line. And the timing and the pace and the angle, first time finish. Was that Coletta again?
I believe that was Khaled that scored that goal, number 3.
Ali Khaled.
Khaled, I think, scored that goal.
Really good one-time finish. And most of it was done from the pass and the run and the movement. And then the quality of the finish was just fantastic.
So goal number 5 here on the night goes to Ali Khaled. The Wolves continue to make noise in this one. Vardar unable to answer so far in this match. Korkis. Vargas. And play this one back. All these great comments about Rick Larson. I'm starting to feel it insecure.
Yeah, it seems like we got a pretty a heavy crowd there that's come in contact with me at some point over the years. So, and it's nice that it's the good side.
It is.
Because there's another side of that they might be sending comments that are a little bit different.
That's fair. Colin Robertson gets his first touch of the night. Broken up there by Andrew Vartanian. Ventura. Clears it up towards Elder. 1v2 is ball switched, and now back to Elder maybe. A cut inside. And then back to Etheridge.
Yeah, I think Etheridge could have picked that one up and settled the game down a little bit, but it's been a little frantic inside his box here in the second half, so he just decides to clear it out.
So we're going to see another substitution, this time number 18 going to step in. I don't have an 18 on this roster. I have a 17. I have a 19.
I think that's Simon.
So number 18, Simon Died. We'll step on here. Dawood. He's from Saline High School. 5'8", 170 pounds. Smolcic will step
big, strong
off.
player, really good defender, solid, smart. Just another player going to come in here and lock the game down for the Wolves.
We just had another. We just had in our dream team reveal here this last week. Christian Rossi from Saline High School. Remember the dream team for the high school soccer season. A little good play there between Robertson and Elder. So Ventura for Vardar with 8 to go here plus stoppage. Just Tossi, he's out. Oh, look at this. That's a deflection there off of the goalkeeper, and Garapi, he was out. And Tossi has the size advantage on Garapi, and Tossi is down right now.
Tossi is, he came out second best in that collision with Garapi.
Garapi was off his line pretty quickly on that one.
Yeah, he came flying out and dealt with the physical confrontation really well. And I thought Tossi did the same thing, and now the trainer's coming onto the field because Tossi's still down on the ground.
I mean, he's not even moving. Okay, well, so
he kind of halfway got up there. I think he's all right. I don't know if he's going to need to come off or not, but at least it's nothing serious. As far as I can see from here, 72 yards away.
Well, we've been seeing a lot of this lately, and I don't know if it's actual, like, I'm not saying it's embellishment, because I don't want to say that, because I don't think that's the case, but a lot of times we're seeing players now who are just, like, literally taking their time and not moving. I'm seeing more and more of it in our broadcast where we see players, they go into a collision and they're not moving, and then they rise up. And in some examples, we've seen it, Rick, where they're just fine. They're just, like, laying themselves out, just taking a breather. In other cases, we're seeing a player like Tossi, who maybe, as the referee came over, said it's his head. He's complaining of his head. You can see Tossi slow to get up. He's now, moving around. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot more of this, and
he looks worse for wear.
He does, right? So, and we saw this in the Rochester Adams game versus Troy High, where 2 players went down for Rochester Adams, and they made their way back onto the field in a time period where concussion protocol and concussion awareness is at an all-time high.
Yeah, and I think that with the training that the trainers and the medical staff have went through. I guess if you're crying wolf, then you can cry wolf, and they still have to believe it, and it'll go through that same protocol every time. I've seen that everybody's been very, very professional about all the things that they're doing, and certainly they're taking everything into consideration here to make sure Tossi's okay.
So as the U19s will make their way in front of our camera, they're getting ready for their next matchup. So a corner kick coming up here for the Wolves. I remind everybody on Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. we'll be out at Dearborn Fortson High School as the UPSL Midwest Championship game takes place between Detroit United and Cedars FC. The second time this year those two have faced off in the UPSL Midwest East Final. In the spring, Robertson brings this one down. He's met in contact.
Colin Robertson made a great run there, and Zane Elders played the ball over the top. And
yeah, Cedars FC won that in a shootout in the ninth kicker in the fall. I'm sorry, in the spring. So they're showing they're going at it again here on Sunday night at 7:30. So excited to bring you that matchup. Rick and I will be back for that game as well.
Yeah, looking forward to that match. Really looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to the U19 matchup coming up next.
Well, yeah, that too.
Got some good games here we've been calling here, Just got done with the high school boys soccer season. Calling the last game we called was Rockford versus Catholic Central in the state semifinal Division I. That's where you were talking about that lobster roll that we went out to in Grand Ledge.
Yeah. Yeah, in a little unsuspecting place inside of a church in the city offices. And
well, it wasn't a church, right? It was actually considered this old city building,
Yeah.
right? So they actually said the police department was downstairs in the basement.
I think somebody said a prayer in there once, so I'm calling it a church.
Fair enough. I wanted to go downstairs and get a tour of the place to see if there's actually jail cells still down. They said there were. That would have been cool to kind of take a look at.
See if Barney Fife's down there or something?
Yes.
Good footwork from Evan Combs to get out of trouble.
Oh, good movement there.
Great layoff from Nick Russo.
Good combination play. Corkus now inside.
Yeah.
That's Ventura. Now Russo.
Vardar's best interplay of the day. There's Russo with another cramp.
Oh, on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, we're at the end of a long physically and mentally draining match here, and Nick Russo is certainly worse for wear at this point. His teammates come over and going to give him that customary calf massage and see if they can get him to a place where he can either continue or maybe be taken off.
So the big number 38 is actually Nolan Thompson. So we were given maybe different information. And number 39 is Braden Tossey. The smaller number 39 is Braden Tossey is what they're saying, not Noah Thompson.
Okay. Well, thank you for the clarification.
We do appreciate that. Even though they gave us the, okay, yeah, Braden Tossey is number 38, Nolan Thompson, so actually it's 39.
Okay.
All right, so there you go.
Well.
So as they continue to work on.
Center referee Tyler Gregory's given some information and instruction to the bench here. Was he given the amount of time that he added?
I think he gave two. Who won the state championship for Division I? It was Rochester Adams High School did. They beat Rockford 2-0 here this past Saturday. And we talked about it a lot during our broadcast, earlier in the playoffs, is that anyone that kind of came out of that Troy-Athens district and that Rochester district was going to be the one that made their way all the way to the state finals. They did. The Troy High won the Troy-Athens district. Rochester Adams won that Rochester district, and that semifinal, that regional semifinal that took place at Rochester Adams, that really, to be fair, was probably more of a state championship game. Troy High versus Rochester. That game was a shootout. It was 2-0 in favor of Rochester Adams at the half. Troy High came back, actually took the lead in overtime, and then
a Palomino hat trick, right?
Palomino had a hat trick, correct. Coming alive in the playoff in the right moment.
Yeah, for sure.
Just unable to. Look at this. Is this Robertson?
Robertson with some nifty footwork.
Lost it there.
Recovering defenders were able to pull it back off him.
Solid. Robertson now cuts it. Good defensive play, and now here comes Vardar on the counterattack. They don't have the numbers, though, as this
Evan
one laid
Combs
off to
making a long run.
Artanian. Corkus inside. And that's going to do it.
Tyler Gregory says that's it.
Yeah, why not, right? So overall thoughts there, Mr. Larson.
Yeah, I mean, 2-0 at halftime. I thought there'd be some changes that were made, and I think the Wolves were just able to pour a little bit of accelerant on their attack, and they got going and got in behind the line and created some goals and some more goal-scoring chances, and Vardar was not as effective in the second half anywhere near as they were in the first half.
No question about that. Final score here, 5-0, favor the Michigan Wolves. Scoring in the 32nd minute, Zane Elder, and then they get in the 38th on a penalty shot. Made it 2-0 at the half. In the 56th, Leo Wineski, Leo Wineski scored a goal in the 56th. In the 58th minute, Mateo Coletta, assisted by Leo Wineski. And then the 79th, Ali Khaled made it 5-0. For all of us here at the Michigan Soccer Network, don't go anywhere. We're going to come back here in just a few moments for game number 2. For Rick Larson, Jonathan Turner, and Sam Fisher, have a great evening, and we'll see you next time for more soccer.
I watch soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
لا تنسون تتابعونا على الميشيغان